Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. I am so freaking excited about this one because there is a brand new music video from... Okay, so the name is Anyma. I've seen different pronunciations and I'm gonna go with the one that sounds closer to anime. So Anyma, who is actually Matteo Milleri, an Italian DJ and producer. So he collabed with Lisa on a music video by the name of Bad Angel. The teaser dropped like 2 days ago and she looked spectacular. Legitimately, if Lisa had another alter ego, like the concept of her album, but it was an alter ego from like a post-apocalyptic, futuristic, sci-fi, anime-like creation, that's what it would look like, to be honest. The eyes, the silver hair, the wings, everything looks absolutely insane. So I'm really excited to get into it. If you guys are new to the channel, we're huge fans of Blackpink. There is an extended playlist to all things Blackpink that you can find in the description of this video. And if you're here for Blackpink as well, then obviously there's tons of content over at Patreon. There's going to be a full list of all of the available reactions. So without further ado, Bad Angel by Anyma and Lisa. Let's go. Damn. How? Whoa, that sounds so dark and ominous, the instrumental. Yo. Bang bang, for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad for an angel.
Ooh, what the f—
yeah, I'm pretty bad for an angel. Oh, I'm bad for an angel.
Oh my... Holy shit. Yo. Wait, let's take it back. That was good. Let's take it back to the chorus, actually. Man, these visuals are freaking insane. We're going to cover some of the lyrics because it's kind of hard for me to follow what I hear without captions. So I did find the lyrics online. We'll talk about them at the end of the reaction.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad for an angel.
Yeah, you are. Oh.
When I say so. Yeah, I'm pretty bad for an angel. Oh, I'm bad for an angel.
Oh, that slaps.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad for an angel. Yeah, I'm pretty bad for an angel. Count it up, get my funds and run it up. Count it up, now I'm about to fuck it up.
But fuck it up, girl. Fuck up the world. Jesus.
Give me your heart, I'll torch it. Then give you life if you earn it. I'm who you live for.
I'll give you life if you earn it. It's much like she said also, I can be heaven or I can be hell or something. My mind kind of malfunctioned for a very obvious reason. So we gotta take it back for, of course, scientific purposes.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad for an angel. Count it up, get my funds and run it up.
Oh, goddamn. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm pretty, pretty bad.
Yo, mechanical wings?
Bad for an angel.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm pretty, pretty bad.
Do you notice how the damage gets reversed as she gets closer to him? Like to create like ultimate balance or something like that, which is pretty fucking dope. Like she destroys everything before the wings come out. So she can be bad, she can be good. Like the, you know, devil was an angel too, or whatever. That's fucking wild.
Let's get active. Make the world go from 0 to 10. Heaven know how, you just gotta say when. Yeah, I'm pretty, pretty bad for an angel.
Lisa the battle angel.
When I say so. Yeah, I'm pretty, pretty bad for an angel. Oh, I'm bad for an angel.
And like the pillars, the posts there give off like Greek mythology vibes.
Yeah, I'm pretty,
Ooh.
for an angel.
I guess that's Matteo, Anyma. Whoa, wait, is that it? Holy shit, let's take it back. So I did find a website that talks a little bit about this music video, saying that the song plays with the contrast between purity and rebellion, obviously presenting Lisa as an anti-hero figure, both angelic and dangerous, which is why when she's inside the structure, everything starts to get destroyed, right? She pulls the tubes and whatever. It's almost like you can't control me, you can't feed me or tie me down to a perfect image, right? Polished or whatever, or just angel is not what you think it is. Which honestly kind of like makes me think back to like fucking the show Supernatural. Like angels are not always actually angelic, you know, they can do some bad shit, whatever. But here the contrast is more so you can't put an image on me, which is why she's saying pretty bad for an angel, which is basically like a contradiction, right? I'm bad, but I'm an angel, but both can exist at the same time because I am not one. I am almost like three-dimensional. I'm not one-dimensional. You know, I have more to me, which is why I can be mischievous. I can be sexy. I can be swearing. I can do all of these things. I can be seductive and whatever, which is why even like the shot of her throwing it back, which the camera really focused in on it pretty heavily, you can look at it from the perspective of like Lisa just doubling down on wanting to do whatever the fuck she wants. So if she wants to throw it back, you don't want to look at it, don't, but you'd be lying to yourself if you didn't want to. So don't be a hypocrite. Look and then talk shit about her doing that. You know what I mean? So it's like she's unapologetically herself, and she's kind of like doubling down on that, even with that little shot of her throwing it back, which maybe I'm like overthinking that. The track also emphasizes power and control, portraying Bad Angel as someone who defines her own rules in both love and life, with references to commanding heaven and hell. It positions Lisa as a figure of absolute confidence and authority, blurring the line between light and dark. And Bad Angel is a statement of self-definition and empowered duality, proving that both being good and bad is not a contradiction, but rather a source of power. And the second she comes out of the structure in which everything is kind of like slowly getting destroyed, it's like the darkness, Lisa comes to light, she sees Anyma outside, and the whole structure is beginning to heal and get restored. She spreads her wings to represent like purity, to represent the angel and Bad Angel. Both can exist within one entity. Basically like a duality, which fits insanely well with Lisa's like alter ego concept. Obviously this is not related, but if it were, this would fit super well, I'm just saying. So the fact that she sees him and the whole structure is starting to get, the damage gets reversed, almost like a healing process of sorts to represent that duality, and that it's okay to both have good and bad in you, basically. Let's take it all the way back. I want to listen to the song again. It is truly fucking dope. I just want to touch on the lyrics for a second, because she says, spilling your truth might free ya. If I said it, it's law. It's like, literally, don't try to force yourself into staying or becoming a one-dimensional character. You know, if you want to do something, if you want to say something, if you want to be something that you weren't before, but it's your, you know, it's what you want to do, then fucking do it and don't be afraid. You know, so that kind of like follows with the whole duality and like the lack of contradiction between good and bad, that both can exist within a single human being. That's what makes us, you know, complex and whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty, pretty bad for an angel. I do what I want when I say so. Yeah, I'm pretty, pretty bad for an angel. Oh, I'm bad for an angel.
Ugh. I love like the sound effect, the focus on the facial expression, almost like a little shock in there as she gets released to be bad, basically, you know. And then the structure starts to get destroyed, if I'm not mistaken. I just love the fact that the structure starts to get destroyed in the darkness, while at the same time she sees the light. So, and in the light, the structure almost like gets rebuilt, you know. So that kind of like provides like the contradiction that isn't really a contradiction. It's just a duality, basically, of good and bad, light and dark. The line that she's basically kind of like blurring. Damn. Like the wings come out as the structure gets rebuilt in the light. Yeah, literally. Hell inside the darkness, heaven inside the light. The wings come out, and then, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty, pretty bad for an angel.
And it's interesting that like Anyma's aesthetic is like this entirely like black outfit and whatever. And the fact that she's like a cyborg just in general, which I think, did we touch on it a little bit? So this is supposed to blend human emotions with digital precision, basically, which it's almost like a digital version of Lisa, or like a cyborg version of Lisa learning what love is, and that both good and bad, light and dark, they're not opposites necessarily that cannot connect. They can coexist. They're not mutually exclusive. So her coming to the light, but also wearing all white, basically a very light aesthetic, to Anyma's dark aesthetic, also creates like that cool balance between light and dark, and then the blend and the blurring basically of the line between light and dark, the blurring of good and bad, to let you know that both can exist within an angel. It can also be bad, a bad angel, a baddie angel. Anyway, yeah, this was amazing. The visuals are absolutely insane, honestly. I really, really enjoyed this one. And the song, the vocals were dope. I absolutely loved Lisa's rapping as well. But the instrumental, like that drop, when the cables start to pull away, and then like the facial expression, the acting on Lisa's part was also really, really good. But like that drop was amazing. Like I do think that I've heard some of his music before. I just didn't know the name, but it definitely sounds very, very familiar. So I might have stumbled upon some of his works before on like Instagram and didn't realize the name or whatever. But I'm definitely gonna, add this song to my Spotify and follow Anyma as well. Check him out, some of his other songs, and see if I know them already. But yeah, this was incredible. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, as always, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.